When you about to shit.
He been saying that. I ain't
Like a shirt,
gonna
bro.
talk to him about the shit about me. But
both of y'all been doing it, bitch. I heard y'all the whole time over here. You pour that nigga. Yeah, I saw that shit.
I said one little joke. He been on your ass the whole time.
You going?
Y'all been cahoosing together, goddamn it.
All right, say less. You don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that.
Me too, nigga.
Bro, too bad I ain't being there tomorrow.
I've been up since 5.
All day moving
That's fine, baby.
and just sitting out there.
It be like that, baby.
Nah, I don't.
Sometimes you gotta move.
Bro, you know what it be like? Welcome to our new episode of the 5% Podcast. It's your amazing host, lovely host of the evening, your boy, DJ, the leader. Always here with my fellas.
And it's Rick, man. Y'all already know what it is. I'm unprepared today, so please work with me.
JOHVAN Lockett, also known as JOHVAN Lockett. Cool, no. Go ahead.
It's your boy Brian, man. We in the building.
Cool, no.
It's Mayor West, man. I almost say this your boy. I hate this shit. It's Mayor West. It's fine, man.
The blokehead.
Thank everybody for tuning in tonight on this lovely Friday evening. If you're watching right now, go to our Instagram, follow us at the 5% Podcast. Go on to our bio, go click that Linktree link in our bio. There you can find our latest videos and where you can find us and listen to us via audio. That includes iHeart, Apple Music, Spotify, and all those great DSPs we got right there. And then you also go on to YouTube, follow us at the 5% Podcast, and like and subscribe all our videos. At the 5% Podcast and like and subscribe all our videos. Stupid. I was on a fucking roll.
Hey, at the same time, at least I pre-warned everybody, so I do apologize once again. I am unprepared tonight. I'm
You
sorry.
apologize to us.
Everybody. I said everybody.
No, you was apologizing to the fans. I didn't even.
And y'all, I do apologize to
You should have
everybody.
told me that before you came in, before you wrote my great ass intro.
All right, yeah, you right.
But anyways, how y'all week been? Where's go last?
Hey, we ain't even do all that.
Yo, that nigga week was wild. Nah, it's been a cool week, man. You know what I'm saying? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You feel
Monday,
me?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean,
We ain't got there yet. No.
cool week.
Caesar?
I've been singing all.
Fuck the week ago, y'all.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you was in 97-degree weather.
Right, too, right.
Nah,
Yeah, my weekend's been, been good.
Nah, I
little
feel
ups
you,
and
bro.
downs.
It be like
but
that,
whenever
fam.
you go
Ups
there,
and
you get up.
doozies. Yeah. Whenever
I
we go
did
there,
have a
you
lot
get up.
of unnecessary
We
headaches
fall
this week.
down.
That was kind of.
Get up.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Johnny.
there it is.
Ooh.
Let's get it popping.
Or
Man, my week been pretty decent. It's been all right.
They been beating your mouth.
Had a short week. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a mouthful.
Yeah, thank you for putting that out there,
I was just saying you had a short week. Maybe it was.
though. I didn't, though. I had a regular week. I care about it.
What's been happening with your mouth?
You heard? You good?
that was weird, dude.
Oh, okay. You got a lot of stuff going on in your mouth right now.
What they talking about, right?
You saying a mouthful.
What's the word?
So what about your?
Wes said it first.
So Wes, what about your week?
Well, you gonna skip me?
Oh, go ahead, bro.
I mean, no, you
What happened to you, black man?
Ooh.
Damn.
Everything on the black.
Pretty much work.
Nigga,
Work
waste our time
Anyway,
for that.
Work.
Yes.
Let
No.
me finish with the work again. Nah, it's been a good week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Can we get to the main
Y'all
event?
talk to you?
Rihanna.
Barely.
Work.
Okay. I talked to all. Well, I ain't talk. I didn't talk.
Cause y'all kind of like, I'm kind of like,
Anyways,
Like, slowly getting out that
He
circle.
gonna say
Go ahead.
some bullshit. Like I'm not gonna say.
That's
no
true.
bullshit.
but
No, it was an eventful week, man. But you know,
That was a necessary word.
yeah, eventful.
Moral of the story is.
You had a whole
well,
extreme
but-
rules.
Oh yeah, it's one thing.
No,
Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Moral of the story is. You got a friend in me. You know?
Bit.
And shout out to, man. Shout out to all my friends, but shout
Except
out to
for
DJ
me.
for sure. But
Now, I paid it forward because when I went through mine, Joe was there, so I just
Like, we
paid
all-
it forward.
We're not even finna do that because the fans don't even know what we on. So first of all, let's take it to a relatable realm. Let's take it to a
No, I'm talking
relatable.
about as far as the bitch ain't talking about that. Okay, Cecil
yeah.
always there. I'm talking about like
Okay, anyway, I did have something going on my week. I forgot. It wasn't bad, but it was a good thing. Like,
I really shouted y'all out if I ain't saying all that.
but the contract I've been dealing with at the job I've been on, he been pretty cool. Like he probably like one of the top 5 like, you know what I'm saying, contractors, but dude just funny, like low key kind of borderline
like him or
racist.
something?
He was cool. He was cool.
Working with these
Affair.
racists.
You act like I get to choose. Like, oh yeah, let me pick him.
I know, but still, like, it don't bother you a little bit.
He didn't do nothing to me.
But
He racist?
I mean, probably behind closed doors. He not no open
Most
racist, but you
people
can
are.
just
I
tell.
was about to say.
You can just tell when somebody racist.
Went
Most white men in power are racist.
D-Bellum.
Yeah, that was me and you. We had
Yeah.
to deal with your buff racist friend.
That's
What's
another
that?
one. Like, bro,
Eddie
you don't,
Malert or
that
some
don't
shit
bother
like
you.
that?
That's 2 times. Like, third
First
time.
of all-
you
And
gotta
I
say
don't like being around strong racists, like niggas that you have to
You can't help it, right?
cause you
Oh
know,
my
he
God.
racist,
Take
but you
it,
know
yeah, take it,
how
look at that.
physically capable this nigga is too. So you gotta be like, oh nigga,
Oh,
huh?
you mean physically strong?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the
Nigga,
one.
huh? You keep saying it, don't you? God damn, boy, you ain't got no balls, do you, boy? God, don't say it. Okay, all right.
In my defense, like I said,
play,
that
I'll
first
play, I'll
time in
play.
my defense, that was the first time I ever heard him say it.
Damn, don't it?
He was drunk as fuck, and that was the first time I ever heard him say it. He ain't never called me
yeah,
that.
he showed
And then
you
y'all
real
see
you.
me, what I do? I pulled that nigga to the side and I checked the shit. Did I
No,
not?
he did it. It's a nice. He said,
holla
he
at
said,
you, my
hey,
boy.
hey,
You was even there.
He
You
said,
was standing right there.
he said, hey,
Sound
Luke,
like
Luke,
you
Luke,
said, nigga, you
Luke.
Anyway,
Listen,
but
Luke.
yeah, dude was funny, man. He ended up getting
I'd rather you not
into
say such words. You know what I'm saying?
what? Oh,
Oh, I was like, what
That
the
nigga had a
fuck?
flashback. That nigga had a flashback. I wish you not say such words, things.
Yeah, I was like,
That nigga was doing poetry. He said, words should not be said as that.
The second racist guy in your company.
no,
What company
we
is
ain't
this?
on that. But
No.
the dude I'm actually talking about, he was pretty cool. He ended up getting into it with our boss and shit. And man, that shit, it was just so funny. No, they was like arguing on the phone. Like our boss was back and forth. I was in Tyler, so our boss was back and forth, and they were just arguing over the phone and shit. Cause we was supposed to have been out there like a couple of weeks earlier.
Yeah.
And then so he was just like, pretty much going off on our boss, and our
Right,
boss was hitting him with the read the contract.
That's
type
crazy.
shit.
Like, go-
Like this ain't his first rodeo. Yeah, he just like and then
Honestly,
he
I
was like
think a
telling
white
the
man telling a
dude.
black dude to read a contract is racist.
No, it was 2 white dudes.
You know how that
That's crazy.
sound.
Oh, they're to each other?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
stop
2.
him. I'm
It was
not-
it was the
That's
boss
not
of my
racist, that's
company and
normal.
then pretty much the
Some
owner.
of
of
the
the
racist
business.
stuff that he said. Like, paint a picture.
No, he never said anything racist. I said my
Eric,
statement was
get
that
your black
he's
ass over
borderline
here.
racist.
Like he'll
And
say
he didn't say
almost.
anything to me.
He
Yeah.
like almost say some shit like.
Well, he made you ever been around a person that makes jokes about other races, and you just
Yeah.
think to yourself,
That's
like,
what
okay,
I'm
I know what
saying,
you say
Joe.
about me. You know what I mean?
And they only do it when they get around
Exactly,
other races.
that other
I feel
races.
you, man.
So
It's
that's-
like
They be like-
they
You
gotta-
know what they say about the Mexicans?
Yeah, type shit. You know, I'm like, bro.
You know, Edgar gonna work
No,
hard.
this
Look,
one
I
right
don't
here.
know.
Oh, you're a dark fella, ain't you? They'll say some shit like that. But
That's-
I
Yeah,
got that.
like, oh,
I got that.
I'm like,
Tell me.
no, this the first one. He be like, oh, if I get a basketball team, I'm calling you. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
some
nigga,
shit.
Hey,
I'm
for
black?
real.
It's
'Cause I'm
the-
black, bro?
It's a soft one, though. What's up, my brother?
Oh yeah,
That's
that.
what-
All right,
Oh,
my
I ain't
brother.
gonna lie.
Like,
Hell
He
yeah,
cool,
brother. Hell
but I
yeah,
got a guy
brother.
that low key do this.
Bro,
And I'm not
yeah,
joking.
brother.
I bullshit you not.
Hell yeah,
He
bro.
cool though, no.
He like
Like,
a nigga-
it's a nigga, but I think he kind of like maybe throw it like
A little bit.
he be like,
DJ.
ah.
Mojo came
Like,
up to me
he
when
wanna
they
be-
talk about,
he be
what's
like-
up, fam? I was like,
oh,
Nah,
Mojo,
you don't do that.
He sound like a little. I see him. Matter of
Mojo
fact, I see
weird,
him.
bro.
Change your lingo up for me.
he do karate, you said?
I seen him on the brand on Saturday. I hate seeing, bro. Something weird about seeing co-workers outside of work.
That shit
is just
weird
don't
as
see-
hell. bro.
It's certain ones, like certain ones, I do not want to see that.
because you probably like damn, but like if you said like a
Not like a cool, like if you cool with somebody, it's not that weird.
Yeah,
but
you
if
just
you
handshake,
like,
keep going out. Whole conversation, we don't do that.
I don't
think
see
it's
no. I
awesome.
don't see
Yeah.
no Uncle Circles.
I don't want whole conversations with you.
Yeah,
Okay?
I ain't doing
I see
that
you
bullshit.
5 days out the week.
Seeing me in my element.
Bro,
No, I don't
why
mind
I
your
hate
shit, but I want you to pass through my element. I don't want you living in
I
it.
don't like
okay?
to see
it's
it.
me
Bro,
outside
I
of work, I
literally
kill a nigga.
disregard your motherfucking ass.
They would treat you the same at work, boy.
Nah, for real.
All right, we can move on.
Boy,
Speaking
I
of treat
see
you the same, actually don't got no scenarios.
I got
but-
one. Oh,
Okay, before you go to make sure y'all get out and vote. This upcoming election, I had the dates and stuff, and be better prepared on that next week. Make sure you get out and vote. Go register to vote. There's a lot of stuff that affects a lot of people. Y'all read up on it, do your research,
Facts.
and make sure y'all go and vote. This is not like for president or nothing. This is like for your local in state of Texas. You know, because we in
You know what I'm
DFW,
The governor,
Dallas Fort Worth,
mayors.
and that's in Texas. Y'all make sure y'all go out and vote. Make sure
School
y'all
officials.
get y'all voices out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, it's very important.
Big
Like
facts.
things that happen in your inner city and your community. You know what I'm saying? That's just as important as voting on the national scale. So
Big facts.
yeah, yeah.
So I'll pop it off. I've got one.
Oh,
Scenario,
Eric
guys.
got
A
it.
little quick one. It's good one.
Scenario.
Little good one. Y'all ready?
Scenario. Go ahead, Eric.
All right, it's gonna be out there.
Go ahead, Rick.
It's gonna be quick, but it's out there.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, ready? Y'all pondering today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pondering, my boy.
Got a whole fucking scrapbook.
Have you ever slipped up during intercourse? You know, I mean, you having sex with your lady. You know.
You asked this.
Did I? No, I didn't.
What is it? Let's see where it goes. Come on. Eric, come on.
Did I ask this already? I don't want to ask.
I
it
don't
now.
know, nigga.
You
didn't
might as
finish.
well now. You already said.
Done 117 episodes.
Right. So we done. Have you ever been, you know, having intercourse with your old lady, you know, or whoever, you know, you getting down there? You ever slipped up and, you know, said some, you know, suspect shit?
Like some gay shit?
You have
I mean,
asked
so-
that before.
On accident.
Not gay.
We
Not gay.
did. You have asked that before.
No,
Like what?
like some off the wall.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You just,
Like, ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna be vulnerable.
oh baby, this some good ass. Let
Let me prove I'm pod today.
This some good.
Let me prove I'm pod today.
I mean,
All right, so
you know what I mean? Like,
I ain't
Never
never,
asked it because it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Did I?
Unless it's
You
deja
did ask
vu.
that
I
before.
don't know,
I ain't
it
never
might be-
said no suspect shit, but you know,
Mandela
as a
effect.
man, like you be trying to, you don't want to moan too hard and sound
Shit.
crazy.
no, I've done that before, and I
I
have
ain't
been
lying.
crazy. But I
said
said,
a couple times. Where
I-
I'll be
bet
real
that's
with you. That
Huh?
do be, cause it's like it's a deep moan, but it's like
I still be suppressing.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't
But,
suppress
no,
nothing, nigga. I hop in that
I
bitch.
do.
You grab the back of that neck, boy. They get the feeling it.
No, but I said like I wouldn't say suspect, but I kind of like you know sometimes I stutter anyway, and I kind of stutter doing it. So I'm like, who that did the daddy? Whoa! Who that did the daddy? I'm like, you know, it's who that did the daddy?
Hey, Joe, you gotta make the strokes though, like match, bro. If you
it
did,
didn't, bro.
who did, you know what I'm saying? Hit it with the
No,
whole body.
but I
Man.
like long stroke, but like the daddy part came out.
Nigga, hold off beat, y'all beat.
Like, who hit the CD, bitch?
Nah,
Like,
nigga, you did that too good. I don't like that.
like bro, I was into it, bro. I started stuttering, but you know, I think my eyes start going. I was like,
that shit terrible.
You know what? And you can't let those out.
Ooh.
You can't let those out.
can't,
Once you let it out, oh, they gonna go harder.
You ever
They
start
trying to
laughing?
get that out of you again.
You ever start laughing during sex, bro?
bro,
Like
that,
just
no,
for no
but-
reason,
like when you know she
be
can't
hitting
see
that
you.
motherfucker, you just like I'm beating
Oh, you
this
hit it from the back.
motherfucker.
That's
Bro,
that's the hit it
what
from
do
the back.
Exactly.
what do y'all do, bro?
No, not even an evil laugh, bro. Just like
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking her up right now. It
Women need
just-
to understand. Women need to understand. Like it's cool sometimes if you turn around from the back, but you really need to be just facing down, looking down in your own world.
Yes.
'Cause nigga in the back really fooling back
Bro,
there. You know what I'm saying? Like when a nigga
bro,
hit me
watching
from the back,
TV,
bro, watching
goddamn
TV.
me.
Hey,
Bro, I done did everything,
rapping,
bro.
nigga be back there rapping. I'm beating.
Don't
this
let it be
shit
a mirror.
up. Hey,
Don't let it be a mirror
Bro, that's
anywhere
been
near me,
fast,
nigga.
bro.
I'm in that motherfucker like.
that's what I'm saying. Nigga really be back there turning up. Hey, she just be on the bed dying. She just on the bed dying. You back there turn the fuck up.
Nigga
Hercules posing.
That's real, bro.
I gonna lie. Sometimes I
Y'all
be thinking
stupid.
like, motherfucker, you doing too much. Like they be,
Oh, yeah.
they be doing like the extra shit.
But
I
see,
be
you
looking at
gotta
them like,
know- but see, that's when you gotta test them.
Yeah.
That's when you
bitch,
gotta
come
test
on
them,
now,
bro.
bitch, come on now. Your
'Cause I had a
soul ain't get
situation-
snatched like that.
Even that.
Cause I had a situation, bro, where like she kind of doing that, bro. So I just slowed down, and the moans wasn't matching with my stroke systems. I was like, "Yeah, you playing a little bit, bitch. You know, you doing too much."
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be me
I had one of them.
with the flat beat. When you in there with the flat beat, she going crazy. Like, I ain't know.
You know, I
You
ain't
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That'd
ain't no
be the
Super
one.
Saiyan yet. You know?
If you slow down and the moans tell, oh my god, then you know they faking. I be like,
But it
Yeah,
do,
something
I ain't gonna lie though, but to keep it real, it do be like that sometimes because I learned something about women's body. It's
Delayed
just like,
reaction?
No, but it's like once they kind of like get that first one, the other ones kind of like easily follow, and it's like by that second, third one,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
they stay in that position or they get the gripping and
Yes,
shaking and
bro.
doing
They
all
be-
that shit.
'cause they be
You
wanting
really
it.
ain't gotta do nothing. Like you really just sit there, bro,
That's
and then you know what I mean.
What you just
That-
said was key. If,
No,
if
it really
the
was.
body
You
is
said something, Eric.
I like saying convulsing.
You almost gave
You know what
something
I'm
away,
saying?
Eric.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Now, you don't get what
And I
you
love,
gave
I
some
love when
away.
females be like, you know, she went faking it. All right.
we know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they stay for
When you
everything.
put out the
you know what I'm
evidence,
saying?
nigga, you can't
What's one of y'all the chokers and pull hairs?
And I will admit, because I don't give a fuck about y'all.
We all should be doing that.
I'm sorry,
About who?
about this people.
Oh, okay.
That scared the hell out
That's
of
probably you, bro.
me.
Nah,
Oh,
that shit-
I like getting scratched.
God damn, scratchy.
You got the most going on. going on.
getting my,
Got the most going on.
Get his
Is
ass.
that your phone, bitch?
No, getting my nipples licked.
You get your. Hold the fuck up, Joe.
You like being scratched?
Yeah, and getting
No,
my nipples
DJ,
licked.
we're not gonna slide past that like he didn't just say what he just said.
just
go to the door and
You like your nipples licked?
Yes.
You a nipple licker?
Oh wait, hold on. You said that?
Yes.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
You said you like being
Now,
scratched?
don't suck my nipples.
No, hold on,
You can lick them
go
hoes.
back. You like being scratched and you like your nipples licked.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
You ain't gonna tighten it. It's tight right here.
I'm not mad.
But I'm a grown-ass man, fool.
There's something about you that
I ain't gonna cap though, but
I seen you with your
I'm
shirt
with
off.
that
That's
shit
why I'm
too, though.
disturbed.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric, for being a real one. At least.
But
That's the
dude,
only thing
hold
I
on.
do.
West,
I
West,
didn't
now
say
hold
Nick,
on.
though.
West made a key point though.
If you seen Joe with his shirt off,
If you
you're
seen
disturbed
Joe's
right now.
That's some
nipples,
shit you
you
gotta
gotta
see
be a
for
special
yourself.
type of woman to suck on that shit.
Yeah,
Like that
that's-
shit
No, I
literally.
didn't
That's a
say
real
suck.
ass
Time out.
female.
Respectively,
I
respect the
fuck
fuck
out
is
of
not
it.
in the
Just
answer.
lick.
Okay, not suck. That's different.
Hey, no matter what.
Suck is a whole
No.
different ball game.
Let me
okay?
hold you right there.
The image of
one at a
oh,
time.
my
One at a
fault.
time.
The image of sucked is different. Okay, stop.
You right.
Licked while you're doing other activities is what I'm referring to.
But in your
So we're not just
Your hand- you
my
like
whole
your
body
hand-
still and you just
You like
touching
your
the
hand
nipples.
job
Not
and
happening.
nipples licked at the same time.
Respectively.
That's some weird shit, my
I could
boy.
have sworn Duke cheated or something.
You living a good life, Joe. I'm gonna tell
What's
you.
wrong with that? And like, is that like
Same
suspect?
thing, huh? Cause y'all pretty much like
But
the same.
that's why we
Bro.
get. That's why we get what we
Ain't
get.
nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah,
But I
nothing
ain't gonna
but the
cap.
best,
I'm gonna
baby.
take it all the way. You can call it
Nah.
what you want. When you get them nipples
Nah.
sucked, that help.
First of all,
I'm mad at
we
that.
ain't got nothing on West. I'm gonna throw it out
Look,
there.
I mean, you know it's me. But I'm
Take it to another
'Cause he
place.
does
I'm
things I
talking
would
about
never.
Joe's specific body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
crazy.
That's
And their
crazy.
I still
nipple
got a
is
nice
like
body, though.
you have your nipple
hairy.
is like the size of a Tic Tac. No cap.
And you
I'm
hairy.
talking
No cap.
It like the top of his head on his chest. Shit, wow, bro.
I don't like
First of
your
all-
hairy, bro. That bothers me.
First of all, fuck all y'all.
So they like the choke. I know you.
Come on.
He like people spitting in his
Like
mouth.
dominatrix or something.
What?
He a mouth spitting
What?
ass nigga. He like a
You into
like a
dominatrix,
bird.
right? Be honest, bro.
He like
Yeah,
getting fed
fuck.
worms and shit. He weird.
Yeah. This was that's like one time. I was like, that's like
Hold up.
that's like some.
I already know it's BDSM too, right?
Like the whips chains tied up, all that swings.
I never
whips.
do no wheels. I've been tired, but
I can't be
Not
tired
you.
of.
Oh my god, you was nasty.
I
So
couldn't be tired of. That
talking
was
about
I'm
Yeah.
held against my wheel headed.
we know everybody's kind
You don't
of
like doing this?
got your
black
ass.
yeah for real.
Oh,
we know,
I forgot.
we don't know
My
bronze
bad.
archetype.
Hey.
We don't know bronze archetype. What's your archetype, fool? No, I'm asking. I'm not saying words.
My what?
Your archetype, like,
You know, I
like,
answer
like,
like
okay.
this.
I'm the with a scratcher. Well, I like getting
I
scratched.
like getting
nipple-
scratched.
What else? Like,
Y'all
we don't know
niggas-
you like
I
that.
hate scratching. Like, bitch, that shit hurt down.
Know your limb. Just know how to do it. You know,
That
don't
shit hurt though.
Don't
What?
hurt me.
What?
But do a nice little
Scratching.
Let
Oh,
me
no.
Bro,
Let me know you're there.
you
but
never
don't
been
sit
like
there.
deep,
You gonna
bro?
scratch
and
me,
she
bro,
just get to
fucking scratch
turn
me,
your back
like.
loose, bro.
Yeah.
No, that shit hurt.
No,
I
bro,
can't-
it hurts, but it
Joe.
gets you flowing. I'm
Like,
telling you,
Give
when
me
you're in the
four.
midst of it
Finna
all.
Stop,
I
bitch.
feel you on
Nigga,
that.
now
Man,
finna-
when they
Just don't do it on the ass. Like,
Look,
don't
it's-
grab
yeah,
my ass.
don't do that, don't
But
do
if
that.
you
Look,
dig
it's
your
the
nails in
hard
my
body
back,
brothers.
yeah.
Look,
If
y'all like
you
that
if
shit.
you dig
Hey,
your
that
nails
shit
in my
be
back, that
wild,
shit
bro.
get a
Like,
nigga
I
right.
be
Bro,
like,
it's cause like for one, bro, like when you know a girl do that, she really like into that shit, like, and that ups everything instantly.
oh yeah, I'm about to.
Why you
hey.
snap so damn fluently? Like,
Because I'm ready to pop
Speaking
that
of
shit.
poetry.
got lotion on his hand, nigga.
Nah, but yeah.
Got the moist fingers.
Speaking of moist fingers,
Man, nigga said, fuck
is
myself.
y'all, oh, you said you had a scenario, bitch.
Damn, bro, God, respectively.
You only got 2
Okay.
minutes,
I
bitch.
fucked
Hurry
up.
We got some
Okay.
shit today.
Okay,
We do 10 minutes.
I'm gonna real fast. Okay,
5 to be
so
exact.
I have a friend that I know personally, and I just recently found out. I'm being serious that he has a overseas girlfriend in the Philippines.
All right, next, cause catfish.
No, and but see, that's why I want. This is why I want to get y'all opinion, like, because like the story he told me, like he been helping her supposedly with paying for her breast cancer. It's not funny, bro. You're laughing, but this is really a nigga going through this shit. But he's happy.
Why you ain't tell him this is
Joe,
This
you
is
can't-
I
let that
don't
nigga
because
know, bro.
when he
Joe,
explains her and
you ain't got a
describes
screen. First of all, break it down.
when he explains,
Have
Joe,
he-
he ain't got a medium.
Okay, I got a couple questions.
Talking
Okay,
yellow
you
and
ain't got to
whisper.
finish because we all know what this is.
but okay,
Have he FaceTimed her?
no,
Bro,
I know, but this
fuck
is
on.
this is what this
Everybody,
is okay.
his friend is Mantateo. All right, let's move on.
No, but this is my thing. No, bro.
Childish. You childish.
But this is what I said all that to say, like, but he's happy, bro. Like, do I
He's not
destroy
happy. Yes.
Yes,
The
bro.
fuck?
So just be a
Bro,
be like,
this
hey,
is
bro,
a grown
that's
ass
not.
man getting scammed. Like,
Well, you ain't never thought about just saying it jokingly, like, "Hey,
it's
bro,
your
you
friend.
know
And
I thought about it, bro, but then I was like, what if he like, cause like he's one of them passionate ass niggas, like.
fuck that.
Just ask him the right question. Be like, bro, have you ever FaceTime her? Have you ever boom, boom, boom? And then just
Cause
leave
then
it
like
at
when
that.
you look at him too, you like, bro, he
you
ain't
gotta-
got much.
Bro, you gotta.
I ain't gonna lie, no
No,
cap,
don't
though.
do that, bro.
Nah,
No
come
cap.
He ain't got
do that,
much
bro.
option. I'm being respectful.
Nah, no cap. I
Like,
probably just mind my
Girl,
business.
you seen the girl?
He showed me a picture, bro, but
He might
It
get
don't
mad.
match up, right? You know, you put one, and I mean, you match the color.
I maybe could see it, fool, because like you know what I'm saying. Maybe she, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get over. I don't know, bro, but it's
Nope.
but he's happy, fool.
I probably
See,
just
so I
mind
don't
you're
wanna-
an enabler.
Damn.
No, I'm not. Okay, yeah. Oh, you know what? You might be right.
You don't give a motherfucking heroin if I'm addicted.
Ooh. I just say.
I just leave you alone.
Bye.
That's your fault, nigga. Think your hairy ass off somewhere, boy. Get your drunken ass nigga. Junkie ass nigga. Nah, but on a serious note. So I'm just conflicted. Like I don't want to
Hey.
break him, bro, because I don't know where that'll take him. So that's where.
No, you don't have to
I don't
break
wanna
him.
gotta
break
talk-
him,
have a
'cause I don't know
conversation
where
with
to
that
take
nigga,
him.
Talk about. He said he don't know where it's gonna take him. Where you fuck you think it's gonna take him when he find out? After he in debt and lost his home and car and
I ain't gonna lie, bro,
Under
because
the
he's spending
bridge and
some,
shit.
some looty loot, and I'm
That's
concerned.
what I'm saying. You know he. You know what he.
So tell him, say, bro, this motherfucker ain't real, cuz.
Yes.
No, don't
Don't
say
do
it
that.
like
But like,
that.
I can't take this episode.
you got to be smart about it, bro. Like,
I am, bro. I'm gonna do it respectively.
Yeah,
but
there you go. Just ask
give him
something.
hints.
Come
Yeah,
out.
there you
Give
go.
him
If it was
hints.
us, what would you say?
that's
That's
different.
different.
You're
That's what I'm
stupid.
saying. Just mind your business. I say mind your business. When he come tell you, like, I would low key like try to calm the conversation down too
Yeah.
about it, so it make you less guilty. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, gotcha.
just if we bring up, like, oh, okay, that's cool, blah blah blah. Hey, did you see that Cowboys game? Like, switch it up on. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them just get too deep, because then I start feeling bad. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
or here,
Cause
do this.
that's what it's fucking me up. Like,
But
I'm
yeah,
cool,
I just mind
but
my
I ain't
business.
Tell him a
like
story.
he ain't like y'all. You
Just
know what I'm
mind
saying?
your
Tell him a
business.
story. Be like, I got a friend that's getting scammed by this woman that he.
Act like you know somebody else.
Do you watch the podcast?
Bro,
Just ask him
That's
right
all.
now.
That's all reason.
Come
why.
on. Right here for the front of the camera. Tell him.
Yeah.
Say,
Well,
hey,
we've
watch the
already
episode.
told him. We've already told him if he watching the podcast.
What's his name? I
he
got
not-
you, fool. What's his name?
That was a great point. I ain't gonna lie.
Brandon.
That was the.
Wow.
Sorry.
Hey, Brandon, bro.
No, dude, please.
Hey.
He might watch this shit one day.
Brandon,
Fuck it.
you
It's already out.
getting
It's
You getting catfish, bro.
already out now. Fuck it.
Stop. If you ain't FaceTimed her, matter of fact, this is for anybody.
And you saw him before, see?
Yeah, bro. This.
If you ain't FaceTimed her
Brandon,
or seen
PSA.
her face physically,
And
don't
McClay.
send nobody money that you
Don't do
ain't
that shit.
physically seen. They have cases like this. They have stories like this on
seen them.
Dr. Phil,
gonna help.
Oprah, Ricky
Everything.
Lake,
College football.
Nick Cannon, Wildin'. They might even do it on Wildin' Out. Bro, they get getting scammed.
Did this nigga say
How many
Ricky
times you
Lake?
seen it? Don't send
All right,
no money.
Brandon, let it go, bro.
He drunk.
It's a million women out here. You can find you one that's gonna love you and don't have to be all deep in your pockets. You keep messing with this overseas chemotherapy. Therapy.
Hey, yo, respectable.
That's what you just said.
I know, but don't say it like that, fool.
Chemotherapy patient that's lying on you, you gonna get bankrupt. That's an African overseas that's paying for his whole village. All right,
Yo,
on to trending topics. Cue
We,
me up, Lyndon.
this nigga's on it tonight.
Hey.
He's drunk. Why are we so drunk so early?
So, with the DaBaby just dropped a EP or album or mixtape or whatever called Baby on Baby 2. One of the noticeable tracks on there is Boogeyman, where he detailed he having sex with
Shit.
Meg Thee Stallion the day before Tory Lane shot her.
Allegedly
shot
shot
her.
Respectively.
We got the lyrics. DJ gonna read the
I'm
lyrics.
gonna read the
Oh,
lyrics.
that's,
ahead,
that's a
little
bad
dog.
idea.
They had sex with her twice.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
He put
bad,
it
Fire.
in a twice.
Oh yeah, 'cause of course they had sex more than once.
All right,
Yeah.
quote,
I got you.
quote, and quote. You play with me. Oh goddamn! Don't do that. Fool.
I don't like
even
Oh,
say
goddamn,
nothing.
Shut up. Hold on. What am I reading?
You can't read it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the line before. Okay.
Play with me.
You play with me. That shit was childish. The day before you said that Tory Lane shot her, I was fucking on Meg Thee Stallion. Okay. Okay. Waited to say that shit on my next album. Hit it the day before too, but I kept it player. I ain't say nothing about it.
You sound like Tate.
Hey,
That's
next
perfect
time
right there.
we're gonna have Wes do all the rapid lyrical shit.
Y'all, every time I say some shit, or
Cause you
shit,
read like you
y'all niggas
stressed.
snickering and ginnering and
say
all
No,
this other shit.
because you read like you holding your breath or
That nigga
something, bro.
DJ
Like,
sound like
I
you.
need
You're
to.
right,
Next time
punk.
you-
Bro, I would dust your ass.
First of all, first of all, I do think he's telling the truth because G-Eazy licked her cheek. So,
Okay.
when I say that to
G-Eazy
say,
did what?
if G-Eazy can lick her
Lick that
cheek,
cheek.
then I think DaBaby definitely hit. Now to get serious, I had to throw a joke in there. But on a serious note, I want to ask everybody: do y'all think this factors into the case into
No.
why he might have allegedly had?
But they did a song together.
No, I say no. But at the same time,
Why
I
not?
just want to put.
Nah, I
I say
don't
no.
think
Yeah,
They did.
I want
They
to
did
say
a lot.
no, but then I also want to
talking
voice
about
my
Tory,
opinion and
Tory.
feeling about the situation. I just want to say, Megan, I'm so sad, bro. You really hurt my heart when I
Alright,
heard
man.
this shit, fool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see DaBaby. He cool. No disrespect to DaBaby at all. But it's just like, what's with...
I want to let y'all know
If
this.
you-
the
if you don't
only
care about
man
the
I know
height,
that
you
live
know what I'm
in a
saying? What's
delusional
good?
world.
She
You know
was
what
a
I'm
party
First of
right
all,
now.
you disrespectful.
7'6".
But she's supposed to be with this
Dinosaur
nigga.
Mongolian
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like,
I love being right, but even more than love, I
Man,
love
I
being
just-
right. I love being wrong too when I wanted to be right.
man.
So-
I took Megan's spot from the beginning, and now I ain't gonna lie.
It ain't looking right.
It ain't looking good every time.
This
some
is
new shit comes out.
this shit been pondering through my head like all day, like not all day, but since last night I heard it. So, she must have said something to him, cause okay, they had them songs together.
Yeah. So hits
Then,
too.
You know, with the stuff about party and stuff and him, you know, they had their little stuff. So, she dropped the what's the shit
The
called?
song with DaBaby.
No, what made the Stallion just drop?
Plan B.
Plan B.
Okay.
I don't think that was for Tory. I think that was for him. So that give him ammo to come back and be like, oh, you want to try to diss me? Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? You already told me this. You know what I'm saying? And if this is true,
That kind
Tory, because that like some Tory. Like,
Yeah.
why would you shoot her? Oh, you fucking with the baby? Oh?
No, they did a song after the situation, so that you can't say that.
No, they had to.
I don't think... Nah,
No,
I don't think... I
'cause
don't
that's
think Plan
that
B
would
out.
that would make sense to make a song with the person you supposedly
Y'all
mad.
both mad at each other. He
They
said he
was-
kept it player.
No, I know, but they no.
Because of party, not because of Tory.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He
Why
knows.
you know?
I think he.
In the lyrics.
I think
Yeah, he
by,
said- yeah.
I think by
Yeah, he
kept it
tried to
player. I think by kept it.
nothing to the
He didn't say
Yeah,
nothing to the
he didn't
public.
put that shit
That
out.
don't
Yeah.
mean that it wasn't hashed
He's
out
not
behind
done.
closed doors.
But
Man,
what I'm
just
saying
get
is, I don't think it's nothing to do with like, well, personally, like
Wasn't
Tory, because they literally did a whole
No,
and
that don't
and
mean
was
that.
and was
That don't mean
Hold up,
that. 'cause
wasn't the baby with
if
Danny
your
Ray at the
homeboy,
time?
if you find out weeks later that you hit a girl after I hit, and that girl probably both played or y'all had some shit. Me and you gonna be laughing about this shit like, oh, you hit her too? Oh man, that bitch, y'all can.
Yeah.
That's instantly gravitation to y'all. Oh man, fuck it, let's put it in a song then.
Or what if it's like
yeah,
this?
no, for real.
When did he
What
get
if he
Danny
hollered
Ray?
at her and was just like, "Hey, let me, you know what I'm saying? We done already did songs together.
Let me pop that.
Let me say this real quick just to get some hype off my album. You know what I'm saying? Type
They
shit.
do that.
That is.
And then you know what I'm saying? Let me get some hype
could
on
be.
my, my shit finna drop, and people gonna think, you know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. You know,
But
like
the baby not knowing.
But that would put her in a
Exactly,
very bad
'cause
situation.
If he lied, Meg would have came out and said some shit.
Anything he
Yeah,
said,
I don't
nah,
think
she
so.
gonna say something. She gonna
Nah,
say something.
yeah.
about it. She probably
Nigga,
not
it's
gonna
a
go
whole
right
day.
about it. But anything
Meg had
the baby
24
said
hours.
Has been proven.
It's up.
yeah, it's all good though.
She gonna put something.
I ain't gonna
out
cap though,
on
no
Sneak and
no
something
disrespect to
like
the
some
baby, but that's really like I feel like low key that's kind of some cornball shit to me.
You
Like
just saying that
You
because you a
don't
Meg
even
fan.
know. You don't
a
even
little
know
bit, I am a
what
little
he
bit
doing.
biased about it, but at the same time, why speak on it, bro?
That's-
If you keep it P, if you
that's my
keep it
type
P,
of
you ain't gotta
content
keep
right
on
there.
it,
Plan B
bro.
was for him. Did you hear Plan B?
Yeah, I heard Plan B, but at
That
the
was
same
worse
time,
Plan B was
That
wild,
worse than
bro.
that shit.
but
She
at the
said a
same
lot
time,
of
you want to
that
keep it
motherfucker.
real. You're not finna drop nothing like Plan B.
Why not?
I mean, he's not gonna sit there and talk
As
shit about
a-
her every bar.
Exactly, so that's what I'm saying. So
Basically what
what are you doing? You just basically gonna drop some little snippets and dip. You might as well not say nothing about it. Let that shit be what it is.
He not done. That's what I'm telling you. I'm guarantee you he's not.
But then why? So now because of Plan B, you finna wrap your whole album around disrespect to her? I'm not saying he did, but I'm saying in general though.
I'm saying he rapped 2 bars.
I don't agree with that because I feel like I like the rappers that document their life. So if she's able to talk about like her current situations in a subliminal way for the art of it, I feel like he should do the same thing. I mean, obviously him name dropping it and name dropping her and making it so obvious that we can make a story about it because we ain't do a Plan B topic.
Yeah,
Right.
But if she would have said Tory Lane's name or DaBaby's name in the song, we would have did a Plan B topic because we know you're going at somebody and we know they had to respond to that or they at least got to say what you're saying ain't true. So
The reason I believe it is because she said she needed a nigga like him in one of their songs.
She did say that, but I thought that was just some lyrics.
wait a minute, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know that.
Nah,
So is it?
y'all put too much in there.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was
I forgot.
She did say that.
All right,
She
guys.
said I need a rough nigga like the
If you hear her
baby.
lyrics, she like rough niggas.
Could have been any babies.
She don't like them soft niggas. She like rough
They did, bro. Now
She
you
did say that.
That's probably
That-
niggas.
Y'all just tipsy. It's all
you
right.
just put the pieces to the puzzle right there.
Well, I believed it because Jeezy licked the cheek, but
Man,
but that's even better. That's
Next.
way
I
better.
ain't saying you should have name dropped it though. I ain't saying.
That's what I'm saying. That
I
shit.
mean, but is it really bad on her? Like, is it really bad on her though?
Yeah, that's what I'm
No.
saying. Either way, it
It's
don't
not. It's
matter.
never gonna be
Like,
bad.
Yeah, if she did it while she was with Party, 'cause that's basically what he said.
No, I'm not wild. Like, if she just went through them, like, what's wrong with that?
It's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, to the general public, they're gonna make a big story out of it. To us, I mean,
that's
honestly,
why I
personally, I don't see
said,
it as a big
if you
deal.
think
Yeah,
about it
yeah,
all
you
together,
get
like
it.
DJ saying, what's really bad about that?
Reality is-
Like, you really kind of, it
People gonna
wasn't
take it
no
over.
point of you speaking on that. Even if Plan B was about you, bro, let that shit ride. Or if you, like you said, if you gonna drop something, don't put no name on it. Like, let people speculate. But you just dry talking
I ain't
shit
wrong with
because,
that,
and then let Plan B your reason. Like, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. My favorite rapper Kanye, and he do that shit all the time. So
And that's
I
what I'm
love
saying.
it.
I don't like when
That's my type
Kanye
of
do that
content
shit,
right
bro.
there.
I don't like when
That's
Kanye
my
do
type
that
of
shit,
content,
bro.
I'm sorry.
Like, I like that Kanye talks about his life, but I don't like when he talk about the negative shit. Like, you gotta leave something to speculation. Like, let people say what they gonna say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I feel that.
Man, that nigga got us drinking some bullshit.
But
I told y'all this shit high. Y'all can put in on this.
But all in all, if y'all haven't yet, go check out DaBaby's new album, Baby on Baby 2. Just dropped today on all DSPs. You know, that bitch Slide.
What album?
Baby on Baby 2.
Oh, yeah.
It's Slide. Y'all
I
like
gave you some ice.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
had a nice listen today.
That's different.
Oh,
I ain't listen to it. All right.
Oh.
Speaking of Baby on Baby.
Cause he didn't
I
try
mean,
to
you
make
can
no-
introduce
he
the
didn't
next
try to
one.
make
This is
no
for your
hits.
boy.
He
This your
just
boy.
made songs.
Well, let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's look
It ain't
good.
just top notch.
No, it's not. But that's why
Come on, bitch.
he didn't try to make no hits. He just made.
I'm trying to help you out.
I swear to
All right. Speaking of Baby on Babies, looks like Sway had all the answers. 10 years after
That was
Kanye
nice.
sit down with Sway on Sway in the Morning, he finally admitted actually Sway had the answers. This has come after Kanye terminated his deal with Gap and plan to launch his Yeezy line independently. With Sway asked him, why don't he just do that himself? We ain't got no audio.
Yeah, we have a clip.
We got a little clippy clip.
Little snippet.
Mind you, we the best podcast in the world. We've been talking about this last
Wants to
week
sell
as
the
well.
Yeezy brand directly to consumers, something he argued about with radio host Sway back in 2013.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't
forth
got
with
the
stuff
answers,
working.
man. So Sway, almost 10 years ago, said, man, why don't you do it on your own? Was he right?
You know what? I will go ahead and say Sway had the answer.
No?
Hey, that nigga sounds
So
Okay,
I'm saying that shit was just so,
actually,
like,
but this is
clickbaited,
this
bro.
is
This
wild. This is wild, and I'm gonna just throw this out here. The way Kanye actually like talks to the media and sound, he kind of sound like Michael Jackson. But y'all
DJ, I will give you that. Cause that's the vibe I be getting from it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Like he
you
mean
know how
that
Michael
shit.
Jackson be saying off the wall shit.
But you can't tell if he
but
mean
you-
it or
You know what I'm
not.
saying? That's kind of how Kanye like.
Like
I'm not mad today.
he sounds sincere, but it's like, does this nigga really mean that
Yeah,
shit?
it's kind of like the new age Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not
But
bad.
back to the sway in the morning thing.
He was
This
right.
is kind of what I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna lob it up to y'all, and whoever catch it. But this is kind of what I was saying last week. Like, so after he went through the stuff with it, no, he got with Gap while he was at Adidas, right? Adidas.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah,
why
it
he
was
got
about
with
the same
his story.
Oh, okay, so I really can't fault him for that, but he should really, like, after all these, he should really terminate all his deals. And this is what I was saying last week. This is Kanye West. Your name, if you believe in yourself that much, like he did, like we all watched the documentary, he really believed in himself. He should have really just took that out on a limb and launched his Yeezy brand on his own. You know what I'm saying? Even with your music, and you know what I'm saying, you got your following, you know, like, this shit would have blown up. Just like no, I think Beyonce was somebody, right?
For her
Ivy
clothing.
Park.
No, she's not independent. No, she's with somebody. I don't know the name. Can't remember the name.
Okay, but besides that, like he should really just, like, this Yeezy brand should have just really launched on his own. He really could have took this to a whole new level and been smack dab in the middle of all these fashion, like,
It's
whoever,
easy to
like,
say that, but I feel like at the time he was probably getting advice from people that was in the business and shit, and they was feeding him like, you should do this, you should do this.
That's probably true.
So he was like, let me take this.
But it's really
advice.
like, okay, I'm gonna say this. It's hard to really, like, go independent. I ain't gonna lie, because even with as you see, Jay-Z just sold half of his 55% of his Ace of Spade company to make money. So either way, you're gonna have to go through that side.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I mean, but I do feel like Kanye could have broke that mold and been, like he said, no, that's Diddy. I'm lying. But he could have been like the name. He has that potential to be that name if he just stay out of social media and really focus on
push their brand.
Just the business.
the brand and shit like that. Like, I understand, bro, you know what I'm saying, you want to speak your mind, but if you push your Yeezy brand and just, you can be the Walt Disneys and, you know, all them type names if you put his mind to it.
I gotta give DJ his props because in season 1 we had a debate similar to this when I was explaining why he couldn't sell his Yeezy shoes for like retail price, like $80, $100, like they do some Mirachis or some shit. And he was arguing that he could, pretty much. And now we see that he was right, because even though he didn't have all the resources and the money at the time in 2013, his vision, if he would have trusted his vision, you know, he would have been able to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe later than sooner, but he still wouldn't have been able to do it because he was on the right track. So,
respect.
Gotta give him props.
I mean, that's all I be trying to preach is like, bro, we just sometimes, I mean, I know it's hard as hell to not use that side, and I don't want to feel like a race thing, but it's hard to hell to not use that side. But if we really put our mind to it, we can be that, you know, we can be just as equal. We can be just as powerful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kanye, like, sometimes I don't like his personality. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that, but the music and the way he doing his business is phenomenal. And he can be the first person to be that powerful name and be African American. Let's just say that. He could be. Jay-Z trying. Shout out to Jay as well. He's trying to do that, but he still use them folks. But if them two can just put their differences aside and put their names together, or, you know, whatever, bro, we can do it.
It's true.
I got a couple things I want to say. I'll be quick, real quick. I do See both sides of the situation. I do still stand on what I was saying last week. It is very easily said than done. You know what I mean? True. It's a whole different side, like you said, that we don't even know about because we never been in there. That business side is literally a whole different world. And it's like, just because you have the funds, it ain't always enough. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. Kanye just became a billionaire. You know what I mean? If I'm making a clothing brand and I want people to buy my stuff all around the world, somebody, like I said last week, somebody has to manufacture this. Somebody has to distribute this. Somebody, what storefront is this going to be in? If it's not going to be in any store, it has to be in my own store.
Brick and mortar,
You know what I mean? Now I have to have my own franchise location, conglomerate pretty much going on.
Trademark.
You get what I mean? Like, it's a lot behind that shit on the business side that we know nothing about. And I'm just grazing the surface. You know, and I feel like Kanye being Kanye, to piggytail back off what Brian's saying, I feel like he did have a lot of people in his ear. He did have a lot of people telling him to do this, this, and that, and I don't feel like they meant him any harm, but they were trying to get him on some, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be, like, on some Shaq shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be in Walmart, you know what I mean? Like, I can get you there, but like DJ said, to get him on the break the mold, can't nobody tell him that. You know what I mean? Especially somebody that ain't this. You know, so it's just like, I feel like I said last week, I feel like Kanye is going to continue to go through this until he does take that chance or that risk to go ahead and branch out and do his own. I feel like he does kind of have the funds now, but even still with the billions he has, he would have to invest everything into what he has to make his shit go. And eventually it would. And truth be told, the way business work, it may not go how he wanted to in his lifetime, but you'll have something to pass on to your kids now. You know what I mean? Your name will be, you know, in stone, which is going to already be musically, but now fashion-wise, which it probably still will be. But you get what I mean? Furthermore solidified.
And maybe he could do like, you know, something like intertwining both, you know? Like, you know, something with the music and the business side. You know, maybe he could kind of...
Okay, let me ask y'all this question. So, if he say, Yeezy, y'all, you know what I'm saying, we still got whatever Yeezys I put out with Adidas, you know, I'm still going to get that money. He cut that off and continue Yeezys and, you know what I'm saying, still do his thing under his name. Do you feel like a Yeezy brand could take over in the shoe game?
I mean, it's already...
Behind him or behind
him?
If the prices was low,
it's already have. It already
honestly,
so
when we think of Yeezys, we don't think of Adidas.
Exactly.
Well, I do think two things can be true. Now that I didn't think about it from a full like producing the product standpoint, like Eric just pointed out, like you got to have workers and everything. So it might not have been able to work like then.
That's the key point right there. Yeah. Because back to what Sway said. Sway was right, but Kanye really didn't have the exactly. The time wasn't. Kanye was not there. You know what I'm saying?
Two things can be true.
Exactly what Kanye wanted, he didn't have the means to make what he wanted. You know what I mean? And now he does. So now it's just like, okay, take it back to what Sway said. What's stopping me? Why can I not do it the way Sway talking about?
But you know what business model he tried to follow? He tried to follow Jordan. Yeah, Jordan went through Nike, and now his Jordan brand
that is a fact too.
Is on his own.
But he also showed that he didn't need that though. You know what I'm saying? Because soon as Nike stopped, and then he got with time went by, and he backdoored and got with Adidas, and then made some more shoes. Like he still came up and reigned. You know what I mean? And then for him going with Gap, like I guarantee you, if he would have just like got with Gap or stayed with Gap and was just like, hey y'all, let's start making shoes for Gap. But niggas would be wearing Gap on their feet. You get what I mean? Real talk.
But the whole Gap deal was the fact that, you know, they wasn't making Yeezy stores and putting out his stuff like they said he wanted they was. They just pretty much, which is his fault, because you know, like
that's a
at
business.
the end of the day, that side is not going to let you. You know what I'm saying? Be over them. They're gonna. I ain't do that. In 2020 and 2059,
I'm pretty sure
something like that. Like
I'm pretty sure when we first seen all this come out, like the Yeezys and whatnot, we was like, I'm sure somebody was like, why he didn't just, you know what I'm saying, put this out by himself. But the reality is,
we don't know that business.
Yeah, you got to get manufacturing, you got to get buildings, and somebody got to make these shoes and
It's
mass
a whole different
production.
side to it, bro. And like I said, it's just like I feel like it goes down to Sway was right, but like Joe said, it was just the wrong time.
He can do it though. Like all
Yeah,
you have
now
to do
he
is
can.
If he would have
all
really
you have to do is like
back then,
rap
if he,
and-
imagine if he
But
had
and
like
then that's
a,
another thing too. Like DJ was saying though, that it's also hard because the person that Kanye is. Kanye is never gonna be able to just focus on fashion. He's never going to be just to focus on music. You know what I mean? He's gonna ever have his hand all in different type of things because that's just the type of person that Kanye is.
he could have had a whatchamacallit, like a fundraiser at at like
But
one of his
also-
concerts or something, like an album release.
But also, like I was saying though, like I forgot about this point. Bro, numbers talk and money talk. The investors see how much Yeezy, see how much Gap. They see the numbers. They see when Kanye went to Adidas how much it spiked. They see when Kanye went to Gap how much it spiked. If Kanye was to ever just be like, okay, I'm done with y'all. I'm finna start Yeezy season or whatever he wanted to start. Those investors will be lined up
At the door.
to try to get with that because they're gonna be like, oh, it spiked when he went with Adidas. It spiked when it went to Gap. So I'm finna go and take my chance.
But like we said, we agreeing, bro. It's just like now, you know what I mean? At first, he didn't have that resume. Like, yeah, you had a little something with Nike, but at the same time, it's two things. One, that could have been a fluke, or two, now you also only talking about the percentage of like urban. You know what I mean? As popular as Nike was, that only went to extent of urban people. You know what I mean? Hip hop wearers, you know, like basketball players type shit. Like white people like that, and you know what I'm saying, excuse my language, but it's just like they wasn't wearing Nike Yeezys like that. They wasn't wearing no Red Octobers. They weren't wearing, you know what I'm saying? They weren't wearing none of that shit. Yeah, and it's like now with Adidas, it did get a little bit more like, okay, because truth be told, the Yeezy Boost like really switched the whole style of shoe now. That whole soft shoe, like it ain't gotta be hard, it ain't gotta be like, he made that whole different lane now, and motherfucker just been nibbling off of it since it came out. You know what I mean?
You know what? Why it was easy for him to make that? Because the only person that was dominating the shoe game was Jordan, and that was a basketball shoe.
It was a basketball shoe, exactly.
So Kanye came out with some casual stuff and was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna make no basketball shoe. You know, Jordan got that, so I'm gonna make some casual stuff for y'all.
Because them first Yeezy Boots that he came with, motherfuckers was clowning. You know what I mean? When he first came out with them,
wearing the
motherfuckers
hell
was
out
clowning.
of those.
And then everybody just, I know, started wearing these, started making the low top. You know, the
I ain't gonna lie.
350s and shit.
I clowned with the foam runners for the longest.
I told you,
until
bro. I told
I
you.
saw it on this one dude feet in the mall. I said, I'm not gonna lie, them hoes is fire.
You on dude feet?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody who had them on, he had to fit with them. I said, them hoes kind of fire, respectively.
You're shaking them out.
Since
right.
we mentioned one of the names of Beyonce, I got to make sure we're factual when we talk about her. Her line is through Adidas, so I just want to point that out before we move on.
Okay.
Shout out to was it Ivy Park? Y'all make sure y'all went. You know what I'm saying? That stuff- No, it's
Ibuprofen.
It's Ivy Park. And
Take the
when
pain
it
away,
drop,
huh?
it do sell out very fast. Shout out to Beyonce as well. You know
Shout
what I'm
out,
saying?
shout out.
Speaking of
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Ivies and Poison Ivy, Robert Sarver
Is a bitch.
decided to sell the Phoenix Suns and Mercury after being outed for racist and sexual misconduct. This is recently headline news last week, but so what had happened was he said some racist and sexual misconduct stuff to a employee.
Do we know what was it?
We don't know what was said.
I do know.
Well, yeah, it was
go
a
ahead
lot.
and introduce and I'll tell.
So he said those
I
comments,
was about to tell him too.
and they eventually they was just gonna suspend him for a year and give him a little fine. But since the great job with the internet, he blasted this and had to put this in so much light that they decided to have him sell his two teams, just like the former.
Well,
Clippers.
technically,
He's the owner?
Well, technically,
Yeah,
they
he's
didn't tell him to sell it.
Great.
They came to like a mutual agreement. Hey,
Yeah, me they ain't tell him, but they kind of like,
they
hey,
didn't like
bro,
put
you
it in
need
paper.
to.
You gotta sell these
Yeah,
niggas.
can somebody send me the statement? This better be good.
So, all right. So, what happened was it was multiple instances,
He had a
but
lot.
the two documented instances was one where they were playing against the Golden State Warriors,
Yep.
and he referred to Draymond Green as the N-word.
Yes.
And this is a white guy.
This is a white owner. Earl Watson, who was the coach of the Phoenix Suns at the time, went to him and said, "Hey, you can't effing say that," in quotations.
No, this is with Monty too.
Yeah, and Monty Williams too. He then responded to him and said, "Well, Draymond says it. Why can't I say it? He says it all the time." So that was one instance. And there was another instance where a female employee reported that he exposed himself, his genitalia, to her. So
and it was another reported, I believe, by Monty Williams, allegedly. I want to fact check this, but when they was hiring him, I believe he told a staff member, he said, "We need an N-word to train these N-words, like to keep these N-words together."
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, so
he's saying the ER or EA, it doesn't matter.
It don't even matter.
It's
the
he said GA, but still, like, you're saying it.
Oh,
yeah, you're playing with it though. You playing.
Okay, you're doing too much.
You go first again. I feel like
I want to go second.
All those white owners, except probably
not Steve
Mark
Ballmer.
Cuban
Or Steve Ballmer.
I used to think Mark Cuban was racist.
Not Steve Ballmer.
I feel like they all. He probably. Alright.
No, he helping everybody out for real.
I feel like they all say that.
Read up on him, monkey man.
Y'all have. It really makes me mad that y'all really think. Oh, just because they said we can. No, hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? We changed it and try to make it a term of endearment so we can water it. We watered it down. Don't you. And this shit happened early this week. That shit pissed me off about some motherfucking white motherfucker saying that I'm gonna forever be that white bitch to say the nigga. No, the fuck you not. Because I will knock you the fuck out.
Who said this, bro?
Bro, and I was
reading.
Expose
her right now.
Make me mad, like, bro. You cannot.
We're not gonna do that.
I don't give a fuck what you think you, who you think you are, or who you think you cool with.
Just
I
don't
got
do that shit.
black friends or whatever the fuck. You cannot fucking say that word ever.
I am appalled.
I feel like that shit done for. That shit dead, bro. It ain't nothing. Not saying it should be acceptable, but you ain't stopping that shit, fool. Like,
it's not that you're stopping it, but at the same time,
it's disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful.
When you're working for a white man and the team is majority black, and we're already
you
referring
can't
to him
that.
as an owner,
you can't
like,
say
you're
that.
not gonna sit here and say, the nigga this, nigga that. Like, I
but he was saying
but to speak on that, to speak on that, and I may be wrong, but me just looking at this as words for words. Me as being the owner, if I have the money to pay for something, like, low key, I feel like, okay, so who's really in charge now? Like, okay, so who's over the owner?
The players.
So I own you technically, but you get to tell me what the fuck.
No,
I
you
can
own
and
the.
can't do.
Okay, let's stop saying own players.
Yeah.
He owned the franchise.
He owns the playing.
Yeah, I get it, right? He owns
Hold on, time out, because it's not owner no more, it's governor.
Okay, so he governs the Phoenix Suns, right? That was his job title.
So he doesn't own the players.
But that's why I'm pretty much that. That's his shit, though, correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just like, why does I don't get is okay? So what's higher than that? Why can you? How are you gonna make me sign my teams over?
Okay,
you get what I mean?
so,
That's what I'm trying to ask.
Okay, so
easy.
It's
because
he's a governor of an organization. So, okay, so like, take your elevator stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's the owner
of the
but
company.
It's still like people around him that make sure he stay in control.
Yeah,
and he follows
which
the
is
rules.
true. And if they call
Like
him
checks
saying
and
nigga,
balances.
if they call him saying nigga this, and he
Okay,
owns
Eric,
that shit,
okay,
you
let
get
me
what I'm
see
saying?
like
Like,
this, Eric.
this my shit.
You know how the
Y'all
president
leaving out a
has-
key piece.
And then, hold on,
Yeah, because
hold
I'm
on,
just
hold on.
confused. I'm not
And
trying to play
then,
devil's advocate.
So, okay, Vince McMahon owns WWE, right? So he came out. It was paying. He was paying women for sexual misconduct or whatever they alleged him with.
You saying nigga too?
He owns them. He ain't nobody can tell him what
That's
he
what I'm
do.
saying. I feel like that's the same thing
So,
too.
He was either he retires or it was a board around him that they could have voted him out of the CEO.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that's fair.
No,
Yes,
it-
how is it
no,
not?
Because I own
that's
this.
how the
If I'm paying the
Joe.
money for this,
Now you're not filling up stands. Nobody want to come support this team no more.
Exactly.
Now you can't. Now
have-
you
but
can't
hold on.
They
Let
probably
me, let
already
me,
saw the numbers and said, "Hey, bro, it's probably better if you
This
sit down."
happens in everything.
Let me
Like,
do
Like,
something.
The government does this.
This
for
is going to
president.
feed into our next little topic too on sports too. But I'm saying it's not that they force him to sell it. They can't force him to sell it. But when you have millions of people with their eyes beaming on you, like, and it's like, no, we don't want this motherfucker in our game and owning a team. It's like, I gotta get my team.
Oh,
it's not as simple.
But at the same time, though,
I
this
forgot
on my
about this.
one point to that what Wes saying before we get off of it though. It's like hold on. Before Wes finish, is that we live in a different world now though, bro. People, y'all just said people already been know. Y'all gave 3-4 other instances where dude had low key been doing this, and ain't nobody stopped going to Phoenix Suns games.
All right, let me ask you. I gotta make it more personal now. Say everybody in this room didn't fuck with you at all. Like we literally, you knew that.
That's
like,
true. You know I
was
don't.
grilling you. All the viewers that's watching, oh fuck Eric, boom, 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 boom. You still gonna come pot every week?
If I own this bitch,
But you don't.
or I would probably kick y'all off.
No. You
That
worded
was
it wrong. You
that
worded
was
it
a
wrong.
bad one.
Say for
that
instance,
Just a
say
little
for
bit.
instance, like, okay.
Just a little bit.
Let's say for instance the
I knew where
podcast.
you
Let's
was
take the
going with
podcast, right? If I go out and I'm degrading a certain race or whatever, and I came up with the idea. I'm one been the head of everything, and I'm just degrading every week. I'm degrading this one race. And they don't like me. They just keep flooding in with comments like, "Man, fuck that nigga DJ. Fuck that nigga DJ." What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna eventually come to me, be like, "Bro,
You have to leave.
you gonna have to get out of here because we ain't getting no more views like we used to. We ain't making the money like sponsors pulling out.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh, you're out of there.
You gonna
I'm
be like,
getting you
y'all
out of
gonna see. I started this, and you know what I'm saying. I'm supposed to be the person that everything. Y'all gonna eventually come to me, be like, bro, you gonna have to. Got to get your ass up out of here.
You gotta
I get it. I get it, but I don't get it. No, I get it. I'm just trying to, like, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, word for word, it doesn't make sense. Like, owner, governor, or whatever. If nobody else is higher than me,
No, but
you
it is
you know
though.
what I mean?
But you're still under the umbrella of the NBA. You're still
And I get
represented by
that.
a certain entity. So therefore, they necessarily still do have power. They, in a sense, and I don't know if y'all, if I'm not mistaken, the other owners, the other owners vote on things that can affect your team too. So they can actually go to a owner's vote with this situation, like with the
now see that
Donald
makes
Sterling.
that makes
With
sense.
Donald Sterling,
Investors.
like, and shit, they used to veto shit all the time. Like the NBA can step in and be like, no, you are not representing our brand, so therefore you cannot be involved. That's why Donald Sterling, with that situation, he was seen no longer fit to represent the NBA and being an owner. So the NBA can step in and be like, no, you're gonna have to give this up. We give you a chance to sell it, make you a little money, and get up out of here.
That's very.
Or we're gonna go the legal way.
But it's like,
I can see that.
All instances, like, even though you own something, you still have to have a team. Like, if you in higher power, if you own something, you still have to have a board or something to govern you. Like, that's with anything.
All CEOs have boards. Yeah.
Because of this instance as well, like, just so stuff like this won't happen, you have to have a board around you. That's why I guess, like, when you have a certain amount of money you come in, you have to, like, do stocks and all that and have boards and all that shit.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole, like, business like shit. But it's fucked up that, you know what I'm saying, it's not fucked up. We still I hope we weed out all the shit that these motherfuckers be trying to get away with and shit like that. Like,
It's a lot, man.
Like,
just because you have the money and the power don't mean you can do and say certain shit. Because it's not even just out the racism shit. You can't just walk around and just whip your thing out in front of other women. Like,
then
it's just like
and last thing too, he was doing that to male employees too, respectively.
I didn't hear that, but I believe
Yeah,
it.
no.
Like, it's a lot of
That's
reports. I only
documented
read them too.
You think you got a big cock?
more of the story
this
is
out.
the Suns ain't making the playoffs. But speaking of Suns,
That's true.
what got brought into the light was
Ime
Udoka, a coach of the Boston Celtics, was suspended for the 2022-2023 season after having having an affair with a female staff member.
I just want to say,
was the suspension fair, or do y'all feel like this was too much?
I just want to say, bro.
I'm just like this. This honestly, like I said, unless it was some foul play going on, this honestly should have been handled behind closed doors. This should have never reached the media.
So he's married to Nia Long?
Yeah, so this is Boston Celtics coach. He was a former player. He played for the San Antonio Spurs, I believe. He coached on the San Antonio Spurs staff, and he coached on the Olympic team. Yeah. He just coached his first season with the Boston Celtics, took them to the finals. In this past offseason in July, he had an affair with a female employee of the Boston Celtics.
Man, he love her. They
don't know her name.
They in love.
She's very beautiful.
She ain't no slut. She ain't no jump off. Look at that face. That's a wholesome girl. That's somebody's daughter right there. They in love. They've been training the players together, been having fun, having casual conversation every day.
But that's what
let me finish. And this man slipped up. He had a weak moment. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that was the whole.
He fell for that smile. He fell for that smile.
Hold on, there's more to it though.
It was a consensual relationship. Like they really were like. This was like they knew.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They've been growing this bond this whole time.
LeBron's not telling you everything that happened. So it was a consensual relationship, but she.
Yes, yeah. She, came out and was like, it was more than what y'all think. Like he was doing this, he was doing that.
Like he loved the type shit.
No, he was. Okay, so when they got exposed for the affair, she came out and said that it was not consensual. He was making advances on her, pretty much. So now it's looking more like a sexual misconduct case, and that's why they suspended him. And so that's what
she's
the
saying
argument
that he pretty much kind of raped her type shit. That's what she
he raped her, but like making her feel uncomfortable in the workplace. Like
so she said they never had sex.
It's pretty much like.
Wait, no, she's not saying that. She's
like
saying
he was walking around.
I read
like,
it wrong.
You fine as hell type shit.
I didn't know
type
that
of stuff. Like
I read it wrong. Then my fault. Well,
but
then that's not an affair. Then if he didn't have sex with her, that's not an affair.
It was consensual, bro.
Yeah.
But even if they just still like
if they did
if they didn't have sex, to me that's not an affair.
They had sex.
I just asked you that. You just
okay. Hold on. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna say it again, Eric. This is the real story. They had a consensual sexual relationship.
Okay, but what she
that got leaked out to the public. Once the information was leaked out, she came out and said that it was more him making sexual advances on her, making her feel uncomfortable in the workplace. So now they're treating him like some sexual predator.
Do you think that's damage control on her side to say that?
Because I would have flipped it on her. I would have been like, what? She came on to me. Know how to wipe.
She showed me the Boston breast.
But what kills me, bro, even if that's the the cause or whatever, a year,
Celtics.
You get suspended for a year.
Thank you. That's my.
And you just brought your team to the finals. Like that shit is wild. Like Deshaun Watson got suspended.
She gave me that 4-leaf clover,
and that nigga is literally getting hand jobs at a massage parlor. Like shit's wild, bro.
I talk about all the time
we're trying
allegedly.
Yeah, alleged.
Which ain't nothing wrong.
You think like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like, what do you think he'll make advances at, though? Like, in the weight room
himself, didn't he?
He probably
he probably go to those massage parlors. No, he probably go to those type of massage parlors all the time, and then he just kind of pulled it out. You see,
you good? You good? You good?
He kind of pulled it out.
Are you good? Are you good though?
Oh, this is not that type of place.
Ume.
Are you good?
Anyway, back to Ume. Ume, Ame, Kamehame.
Shut the hell up, eh?
So. I said this a couple weeks ago. I hate when like cheating get brought up because like then women form like Voltron and shit, and they be trying to they be trying to take out key details and just trying to like beam they focus on that.
That one word.
Yeah, that one word. Okay, yes, the man cheated on his wife. How does that warrant a suspension from his day job for an entire year?
The only reason why because it got. Well, I don't know who leaked it, but
that's kind of like how I feel though. But that's kind of how I feel though. Hold on, that's kind of how I feel though, because it's like low key, like
it's not, bro.
It's not right.
You do know that the Phoenix Suns owner got suspended for the same amount of time for whipping his thing out to men and women and calling his players niggas.
No, you're right. No, I'm not against you when I say this, but I'm saying like they're doing that for their image. Say let's get the whole situation away from us for a year.
You right.
So we can bounce
But
back.
that's kind of what I was saying
That's what that
though.
was
So I
about.
gotta lose my whole team because I said nigga.
No,
That's not the
what we're
same
saying.
thing, Eric.
Bro, but stop, dude. Stop. You're not. No, bro. That's two different things, bro. For one, you represent. No. Time out, bro.
You telling me this man can pull
Like
his
DJ
penis
said,
out and get suspended
if
for
DJ
a
said,
year?
if you were hated
I
by
say
the
the
whole-
word nigga and I gotta give up my whole team.
The same nigga did that.
Oh, this is the same
facts.
nigga? This the same nigga?
We're comparing a nigga that whipped out his thing to employees and called them niggas to a dude that just cheated on his wife.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that should be worse though. If both of those was on her,
What's
Joe,
your
shut
worst?
up.
Okay,
it's worse pulling it's worse exposing yourself to saying the N-word to me.
I don't know.
No, you're not.
You can't
No,
sit
no.
here and expose yourself.
No,
Okay,
he
all right.
stop.
I don't
bro.
know what's going on with
You-
Clayton Bixby over here.
let me
but
get
like-
back.
I don't know what Eric talking about now. He tripping.
It's a lot
All right,
going
so
on.
Ben, you'd be more mad if your old lady came home and said, "This man called me a nigga," versus if she came home and said, "This man pulled his dick out in front of me." You'll be.
That's not the point.
That's not what-
different things, Eric.
No, but that's not.
That's like the sixth jab right there. I low-key sleep.
No, you sleepy.
Back to the
You
point.
tripping.
Eric didn't hear a word else said.
No.
So,
No.
anyways, the issue
about to
is the real issue here is that I'm kind of upset, and I don't know how much time we have to get into the Brett Favre shit, but like
I'm trying to cut.
they're
this
trying
off.
to they're trying to make it feels like they're trying to make an example out of like another black man like that is coaching. We already know the struggles we had. You know what I'm saying? We know how we already we have an issue getting jobs. They have rules in place to make sure that people of color are hired as coaches and stuff like that.
Fact.
And we've seen whether it was a Jameis Winston incident, this nigga stealing crab legs, and that was national news. In worth $30. Thank you, Cecil. That's very important. $30. But we're gonna talk about it now. Brett Favre, stole $5 million, and they're trying to cover that shit up. And they're talking about a man cheating on his wife.
One of the poorest.
From Mississippi,
bro.
No shame to Mississippi, but technically it is the poorest state in America. So it's like one of the poorest states in America.
And what did he do? He stole $5 million. How did he steal it?
Out of the work.
He robbed a bank.
Yeah, he stole welfare money.
Yeah, and it was alleged.
He probably just pulled it.
But what I'm saying, so he just pulled it
to make a volleyball court.
No.
He was no.
He had text messages as well, showing.
Yeah, he
asking
did have a lot. There was a
the
lot
representative
of
of the organization saying, "Hey, is there a way we can hide the payments from?"
He has different organizations, and they were hiding the payments through the organization.
He said,
And they were
"Don't.
gonna use that
I don't want to
money
get this to media
to fund his daughter's school because she was a volleyball player, and they were trying to build.
bills, which is wrong as fuck." But
let's add context. What kind of people are on welfare?
Black.
You're stealing from
Or
black
people of color.
people, and like Brian just said, this is one of the poorest states in America.
One of
the poorest states in America, and that is getting less national attention than a dude that just cheated on his wife.
What really is
a lot of people.
Vick, when he did what he did. That shit was on.
That's a
It was
perfect
an outrage.
example.
2 months.
That is a perfect fucking.
That was up for the rest of their year.
And also, if people didn't know this, people that don't know their history, Brett Favre exposed himself to a reporter. Before he has been in different shits like this throughout his whole entire career. So
it's a lot, bro.
But telling you, man, this shit's crazy.
You get a Wranglers sponsorship, you're alright, I guess.
That's true. A nigga put on some pair of jeans, and all of a sudden, nobody don't know nothing.
Wrangler.
Nah, but yeah, man, we need to.
Come on down to my farm. I'll show you how to.
It's 2022. Like shit, got to get straight, bro. Like,
niggas.
Everybody needs
forgetting the Boston breast, man.
Speaking of straight, we're gonna keep it on sports. ESPN came up with their
bullshit,
bro. Their latest ranking.
I don't know about that.
The top 5 did not include LeBron or
KD.
Kevin Durant. LeBron came in 6th. Kevin Durant came in 8th
place.
I think the list 1 through 5 went Giannis, Jokic, Luka.
I just want to say
Embiid and Curry.
Kyrie Irving was 33.
Correct.
Like,
bro, I'm mad they had
Maybe not
Carl
33,
Anthony
but
Towns
not-
over Paul George. That pissed me off. And they had
Paul George,
bro,
Kawhi.
bro, they had that. You know what? I don't talk
For
about
people that don't know,
What are they basing this off of?
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay,
So-called
thank you,
quality?
Let's add more context. Thank you, Eric, for asking. So the player rankings came out in 2011. That was the first time it came out. Since then, LeBron and Kevin Durant have been ranked. Well, LeBron has been ranked in the top 5 every year. Kevin Durant has been ranked in the top 10 every year. This is the first time that both of them are ranked outside of the top 5 since the list has dropped. So, people are asking if that is correct. The reason why some people are saying both those players dropped is because LeBron has missed the playoffs twice.
In a row.
Not in a row. Stop capping. Lost in the first round before that. But he's missed the playoffs twice in his 4 years with the Lakers. And then, of course, Kevin Durant, he had an ACL injury in 2020. In 2021, he was bounced in the second round by the Milwaukee Bucks. And then last year, he was swept in the first round by the Boston Celtics. So, back to the topic. Do y'all agree with this list? Is this kind of like them ushering in the new era, or is this actually an accurate list?
Okay, top 5, I'm not. Okay, based on what we saw last year.
John Morant was number 9, right?
Yeah, and John Morant is not better than
No, I think he might be 7.
No, John Morant was.
He was number 9. He was 9.
Devin Booker
I'm
was 10.
about to
Devin
read you.
Booker was 10.
Yeah.
Who was number 7?
Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Kevin Durant was 8.
KD dropped him off, so I don't feel
I was like,
KD did
I
not drop him
understand
off.
why they did it.
What are you talking about? KD not stop.
Dropped off Jason Tatum?
He talking about he dropped him off. No, he did not.
KD dropped off Jason Tatum?
He gave him buckets.
No, he had the worst series of his career.
For the team, not behind Jason.
No, of his personal career.
I'm not gonna cap.
We not stop.
He went like 4 for 11 one game. He went like 7 for 20 some one game. Like he won it scoring wise. Two things could be true.
On the ground, didn't he?
He did have one of the worst shooting games of his career, but it was not because of Jason Tatum. It was because of Ume Udoka's defensive
Yeah, I was about to say
scheme.
his defensive scheme was just
You have
amazing.
3 niggas guarding you every possession. It's gonna be kind of hard.
He had no room.
Nah, we got. Man, it's
He
just
couldn't drive.
this list is terrible. Like you
He was
have,
missing free throws.
you have. Bro, I'm upset, bro.
It's bad.
Like you have.
I know why he really upset. But
No, it's not even just that. It's just in general, bro. Like
But you
Carl
gotta-
Anthony Towns is not number 13 in the league.
You gotta understand.
Respectively.
You gotta understand. Like
That's
you said,
crazy.
it's just a new generation. Like it is what it is. Like niggas didn't got
So Damian Lillard better than Paul George? Okay.
Yes.
better. Giannis is.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
come on. Giannis is the best player in the
So
world.
Jimmy Butler is not better than Trae Young, right?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay, but according
Jimmy
to ESPN, he's
Butler,
not. Go
since
ahead.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler's definitely better than Trae Young.
Oh, I mean,
don't play defense.
obviously, out here he's not. So,
But they're only.
oh,
Well,
Rudy Gobert is better than Anthony Davis.
Don't Jimmy Butler got extensions?
Is Rudy Gobert better than Anthony Davis? Answer the question. Heard or
talking
not?
about the nigga that
No,
Okay, hold on.
no. Let's be real. It's,
Hold on,
would you
hold
take
on.
Rudy or you taking Anthony? Which one you doing?
I'm not gonna say he's better than him,
Shut up.
but Anthony Davis is overrated as hell.
Exactly.
Eden, yes.
Both of them ass to me. It's
Oh,
an
we
ass.
not-
It's, just,
what
it's
was
a
it?
twerk off.
What was the last thing Anthony Davis did like that? He really just fucking did.
Bitch, he was.
I mean, 2020. He always
Got out the bed.
I feel
That's the
like,
last thing he did.
James Harden better than Kawhi Leonard, respectively. Shut the fuck up. Nope.
Joe, I got some.
Stop. You got it,
Okay.
bro. We're not. Well, I swear to God, I'm gonna do
Hold
some
on.
things.
Hold on,
Stop,
I'm gonna say
bro.
this. No, I'm gonna
Stop.
I'm gonna agree, but at the same time, I'm gonna put it into perspective.
Right.
They're
It was
only
only
doing
1 year. He
Kawhi
been out for only
to-
1 year. He been out. The year before he was killing motherfuckers before he got hurt. Look at the numbers.
But he
Stop.
got hurt though.
Okay, what the fuck is James Harden been doing the whole time?
He been eating though.
He been eating what? He been eating food. He been eating like a motherfucker. Like he
Nah,
came
he
in
been
fat.
playing,
He
though.
been playing hurt though.
You gotta remember that year, his first year when
That's
he,
why
when
he
he
ain't
first got
as
to
good
the
as he
Nets, he was MVP candidate before he was, bro.
I'm just mad that
I'm
Ben
just-
Simmons is not in the top 10.
No, you
No.
stop. Oh,
Rob,
Oh, I look at you like are you dumb? Are you dumb?
but Kawhi because Kawhi has missed like 3 full seasons since 20.
No, he-
yes, he
So not
has.
4 seasons.
Okay, not 4 seasons, but he's been hurt.
But
3, 4
but let's stop
times.
playing, bro. And I even heard this like
Hey, Joe,
today.
He back. We gonna figure it out.
Be quiet.
He back.
I don't know.
But
if
no, you can't tell me Kawhi Leonard when he plays, bro. He's arguably the best player in the world.
No, see, you
No,
doing
no,
too
no.
much. Hey,
you doing
This
too
has
much.
been said.
End it, because we got one more. We got one more
All
time
right,
to talk about before we
I
get
can't
out
do
of here.
that.
No, bro.
Go ahead,
He hasn't proved that.
He
never-
has.
No, he hasn't.
He's been considered. Oh, we're
He's
not
never
doing this.
proved
We're not.
that.
Yes, he. Oh my God! Stop. We're not doing this. Come on, come on.
Start 8 o'clock.
Cause they pissing me off.
Hey,
Alright,
DJ.
DJ Academics doubles down on his stance about hip hop pioneers. Says old school rappers can't be foundation of hip hop because they weren't getting money and are dusty. And you said what?
I typed it wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
He read it. He read it.
And are dusty.
That's not proofreading.
Niggas said like Nicki Minaj.
Should old school rappers have some impact as new school rappers? Cause I'm trying to figure out what this is.
My bad, y'all.
We gotta.
Wait, can you explain?
All right, so pretty much academics is like we always saw. He's one of the biggest media guys in the world in hip hop right now. He, of course, is a new school. He's more on the new school side. He likes the newer rappers, you know, the Drakes and the Mumble guys and all that, Migoses and shit like that.
The Drakes and the Mumble guys.
Pretty much, he came out and he was saying like the new age rappers can't call themselves the foundation of hip hop and all that because they're not getting money like the new age guys and they were dusty and broke. So, LL Cool J came back and responded to that. Can you play the clip, please?
Let me explain something to you, and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture.
He ain't look as good.
No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value is a bad idea, and it's kind of like it's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture.
Stuttering like Joe did.
I counted 6 licks.
But I ain't gonna say I see both sides on this one. I'm with my boy LL Cool J on this one. You gotta always have some pioneers or something. And like I said a long time ago when we talk about all different type of shit, the times, the generations, the era we live in now, motherfuckers don't care about values and morals no more. They don't care about paying respect to the OGs or the people that made it, how they living nowadays. Like, you have to pay respect to niggas like LL Cool J. Like, regardless if he was broke, you have to give MC Hammer his respect. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to say, you know, like, when you talk music, you have to talk about these guys because they were the pioneer. They were the godfathers. They were the, you know what I mean?
That's why I give Gucci so much respect. I think he did a lot.
Big facts. But it's just like you have to. Their money doesn't matter about their impact on music. You know what I mean? You can't sit here and equivalate what they bank account look like to their impact on hip hop. It doesn't work out like that.
Yeah, I always like we always like we do this in basketball too. The whole AIRRICK thing. Like, two things can be true. Act is right. They are getting way more money now. But that's only because of the groundwork that, you know, old school rappers have put in.
I'm talking, they really did pave the way. Like,
yes,
not getting shit.
Because
niggas weren't getting shit.
Contracts that was getting fucked up in the early 2000s. Like, niggas found that shit out and like let people know.
Niggas wasn't getting shit, and then it got to the point that niggas still wasn't getting shit, and then they was still putting out music or giving you good quality music that's classic still to this day.
TLC when they exposed that shit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And then you got to think about people like Kanye and Young Thug and them, so even Soulja Boy putting this shit on social media so we can see you motherfuckers. Like,
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta give niggas their credit for that shit.
That Soulja Boy like I think Soulja Boy's a pioneer. I always say that too. It sounds like a hot take, but he is. But at the same time, if Pac dropped All Eyes on Me, if Pac dropped All Eyes on Me this year, that shit would do stupid numbers. If Wayne dropped the Carter 3 this year, that shit would do stupid numbers. If Michael Jackson dropped Billie Jean this year, the internet would freeze. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, numbers are so skewed now because of streaming and the way that we like calculate things now. But none of that happens without the foundation being laid. Because a lot of these new dudes is like remakes of old dudes.
Facts.
Yep.
Ain't a lot, but
It's
all
literally
of
pretty much all of
bro,
them. Yeah.
Everybody got samples of somebody's song that came out in the past. So like,
that's
you know
true
what I'm saying?
too.
And that's
So,
that's just on phone them grade.
Yep.
That in and of itself, you know what I'm saying? You got to give niggas their credit.
But yeah, that's why I said, bro. It's just it's not the same no more, bro. Niggas don't want to do that. Niggas don't feel like they have to do that, and then it's not even from a pride aspect, but it's just like we're saying. It's just you have to understand where you came from to see where you going.
Exactly.
Bro. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that. Like at first, I used to hate history. I used to didn't like what's the fucking point about that shit. But it's like you have to know these things. Yeah. You have to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to see like okay, this what niggas did before because like they do anyway. You could go back and feed off of that. Like okay, what's the name did that. Nobody else really did anything since that. That's kind of like that. Let me try to, you know what I mean? And now you have a new genre. Now you have a new sound that you created just off some shit that you heard Vanilla Ice say. You know what I mean? Even though it's like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like it's
And on another note, like LL was saying,
Well,
we have to stop
really
counting black pockets.
Facts.
Because like he said, he really said some gold shit this while ago.
We really do.
We don't talk about Bon Jovi's bank account. We don't talk about the
and we a lot of people say that like we the only race that do that. Like
check each other
pockets. And that really needs to stop because like you said in other genres, like we don't know what Bad Bunny making. We don't know.
Sometimes, bro, and I be
know
thinking
that.
like it's weird that it is something I thought about. I was like, I don't think it's necessarily counting niggas' pockets, but it's like. I think subconsciously we all want each other to shine, but it's still that I'ma shine more than you. You know what I'm saying?
What's another thing of putting a nigga's value on what's in their pockets too?
That too.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck how much money a lot of these niggas made this year. They will never have the impact that a Pac or Wayne. Some of these dudes have had on the game. Like it's just different times. Like even in NBA, like
exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. In sports, they getting paid different.
Bro,
now,
Michael Jordan will get $300 million if you
and I was
for 2 years.
Exactly. You know,
like DJ was saying earlier, bro. If we all just come together and really like do some black people shit, man, we really. Nigga, like,
because that's how like niggas getting these max contracts that wasn't shit to what the legends was getting back then. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even get a quarter of what you getting right now, bro.
They were still working regular jobs.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You ain't even a quarter as good as them.
Hey,
you know?
Oh, got a game at 8.
What people need, what black people need to remember. And stop just talking about it. There really was a Black Wall Street. So the reality is we can do that shit again. And we can do it worse. Like
that's a whole nother spectrum.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's so much that can be done. But you know,
life is life, man. Love is love.
We gotta start it from somewhere.
Always keep your mind above.
Speaking of always
Some
keep your
cooking
mind
shit.
above, if that's all y'all got, that's the end of this episode. If you want to see an amazing podcast face, I'm here every Friday live 8:30.
Go watch a Goofy
Facebook
movie.
Live and YouTube live. You don't get a chance to see my face. You can catch me on
fuck your face.
YouTube the next day. Go on over to our Instagram at D5% Podcast. Don't spell the 5 because you're not gonna find us. It's just the number 5. Go out to our bio, find our link tree. There you can find our latest episodes. Subscribe to our podcast. Listen to us via audio on all those great DSPs under that link as well. This has been another amazing show of the 5% Podcast, the best podcast in the world where we cover culture, music, sports, and trendy topics. I am your leader, your host,
You're not leader.
DJ, and I'm always here with my fellas except Joe because he missed sometimes.
Man, it's Rick. You already know what time it is, man. I want to thank everybody that watched the show today. And if you didn't get a chance to watch it on the actual day it dropped, make sure y'all check it out like my boy DJ said. Thank y'all, baby.
This is JOHVAN Lockett, also known as JOHVAN Lockett. You are the power of your image. Go ahead, Brian.
Catch y'all later. Boy Brian, you know what I'm saying? Follow me. It's just Brian on Instagram. It's morphin' time. Go ahead.
It's Mayor West. Thank y'all for tuning in. Can't do it without y'all. I just want to send my love and condolences to Iran and Puerto Rico. I forgot the other
respect.
country, but like
Yes.
a lot of things are going on like overseas right now.
Ukraine.
Ukraine too. It wasn't Ukraine, but yes, still
Oh, okay.
Ukraine. We're still thinking about y'all too. But like, you know, we're so oblivious to things that go on this whole world, in this whole entire world, and we don't have to deal with the same issues that a lot of other countries have to deal with. They don't have the same freedoms and luxuries as we do in the U.S. And people are dying over, you know, the smallest of things. You know what I'm saying? You got to dress a certain way, or you're getting killed. So we just want to send our love to them, and see y'all next week.
Love.
Go vote.
Oh,
We
yeah,
out. Peace.